Welcome to the World of WOH Podcast. We have with us Chef Ramesh Javaji, who is the executive committee member of IFCA, and he's also a judge at Incredible Chef Challenge that we are conducting here. So, sir, welcome here at the podcast. We would like to hear from you about, in short, your journey and how do you see this exhibition and the contest that you have been judging about your experiences, sir.
My experience, you say you can see with my hair, then whatever it is, like when you say, they say knowledge is wisdom when applied. So we try to apply. I've been over 4.5 decades across the globe. I'm a Canadian citizen with an overseas citizen of India. For the love of India, I come back. I used to be in Calgary, Canada, but originally started off with ITC India hotels in year
Great.
1976. My wife and I from ITC HMI, and of course we've gone to different places, and I traveled to the best hotels in the world and worked with the best hotels in the Middle East, Doha and Canada. I've been with the Canadian Federation of Chefs and Cuisine also with Doha and in Switzerland and Americas, all the Sheratons, New York, Palm Beach, Florida, Sheraton Center, and also in California. But I also worked in India with ITC hotels. I retired from the ITC corporate office as senior executive chef quite a few years ago. But we are in here with SICA, representing SICA, which is part of IFCA, in which I'm also part. I'm a certified culinary educator, but we are part of the jury. So now in our lives, when there is a transition, you're talking about AI and you're talking of so many other things. We want, there is no substitute for the human element. Even AI has to be monitored with the human element. When I ask Meta so many questions, it says, sorry, I was asking questions even yesterday, the day before, about Tamil Nadu cuisines, and we're asking about some other thing, and even about, whether it's tamale, or when I'm asking about a Mexican, about a Middle Eastern dish and other things. So it is not able to really identify. If you tell me a few countries, this one with origin, we'll be able to sell. But anyway, we are here this evening with with SICA and being part of IFCA as a jury member, but we see young aspirants really coming up with a lot of things. And even the hospitality, world of hospitality, the exhibition, when you see it, what India was about 2 decades ago and what we are, is really fantastic. I think we are getting there in terms of trends, in terms of hygiene, and in terms of education. I believe education is the progressive discovery of one's own ignorance. So every time you know how much educated you are, you know how much ignorant you've been before. So it is good that we are happy to teach young and aspirant chefs, and that is why we are in here. And it's an opportunity because there is equipment, there are contraptions, there are design and media. All these affiliated together makes an adaptable chef. I believe that adaptability to change is a sign of dynamism.
They're really well put in words, sir. Sir, because you have seen a long landscape of the journey
Across the globe,
yeah,
yes.
and across the globe as well. So, what
By God's
do you
grace,
think?
yes.
What do you think is speciality of Indian hospitality that sets us apart from the entire rest of the world?
Fantastic. Okay, I'm glad you asked that question. I know I wasn't prepared, but what from the bottom of my heart, if you see, because those days when I traveled to California, New York, Florida, Palm Beach, Zurich, Switzerland, Middle East, all that sent, I said everything was nice, and I thought, okay, the Western world is where everything is, because I used to think of the American, we look at the European Vinocery and everything, and we were with Chef Mohammed Imtiaz also, and with ITC, I've been with Chef Gill, and we've traveled across the world, but we've been in many hotels, and Indian, when you go, even they welcome us with a lot of this one only, because in those days, in the years 80s, when there was not enough spices and other things in America and other places, we cooked in the oven and think the spices and the aroma and the purity of our Indian products. Now we look at garlic, we look at turmeric, we look at millet, all origin, we have our Indian origin, and there's nothing like a bajra ka roti.
Right.
And when you look at a millet upama, and when you look at a pongal, and when you look at ragi, and you're looking at ragi bread, you're looking at a ragi kubus and ragi pita. These are all Indian origin. So that we have something to be proud of. And we've nothing to ape anybody. If anybody has to ape, they'll have to mimic us. And the people who come from different countries look at the aromas in here and the splendor of the aroma and the incense they never known before, and they're captivated. That's why IFCA is if SICA is part of ISCA, and IFCA is a global partner of the World Association of Chefs Society. And we are proud to say that. And because they came to India, they come to many IDC hotels and other hotels, and they've seen that we can produce food and we are very generous, and the aromas and the flavor that they'll never be able to get through.
Yes, sir, wonderfully put, sir. Sir, you have been part of also chef training, as you have rightly
Chef?
said, chef training, and you are
I
educating.
retired from ITC Hospitality Management Institute,
Absolutely.
where we create budding chefs, executive chefs, food and beverage directors,
Yeah.
general managers, housekeepers. So culinary is the word. Now, if you see, most of my chefs are there in Gardenia 1 and Moria. My chefs, meaning I've personally trained them. Some are getting Michelin star awards across the globe. There's one in Bangkok. There's in Americas and Middle East, and a lot of names I can put through in Australia. So we are proud. We create. The chefs, and we have the right. I was educated in India, but I traveled across. I know Indian food, and there is nothing like our Indian food and the variety. There is no one master for the Indian food. French. I am also a connoisseur of French food, and we know the different. The cuisines of India, cuisines in the glossary term. I worked with Chef Roger Moncourt of Indira Gandhi fame with ITC hotels. At that time, I've learned French cooking galore, but it is there. That is right. But when you look at others, it's an amalgamated cuisine. But our Indian cuisine is pure. You look at in the Tamil Nadu, you look at Mysore, you look at Delhi, and you look at the different Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow. The biryanis originated from here, and the rotis, the dal, and kebabs. We talk about Afghanistan. Another thing, when I ask Meta, I also will say about cuisine of kebabs in Tamil Nadu. So what I mean to say is, we chefs are better than we are more actual intelligence than the artificial intelligence.
Right.
Because we know where the origin is. We can adapt. We can change. We can blend things. So
Sir,
we have to do our
chefs as a fraternity have a lot more respect and acceptance in nowadays, because if you say like we have got big names like Ranveer Brar is there.
Yes.
And we have
I
got
respect that, yeah.
yes, and we also have got Vikas Khanna. We have got Sanjeev Kapoor sir.
Yes, I met
have
him
opportunity
recently.
to work with him with Food Channel.
Certainly.
So it is wonderful. But now a lot of youngsters are willing to get into this particular profession. So what are the three aspects that you look into the chef, and what are the best opportunities for them in the future in this
Best
particular
what?
opportunities for them into this future in this career?
Yeah, I've seen so many Michelin star chefs and others coming up and things. When you look at aspirant chefs, now the present instant is like instant. It's like an instant idli, instant biryani, an instant microwave thing. It doesn't happen like that. Experience is experience. Like, you can't, what you get, there is entrepreneurship, there is creativity, there is awareness and adaptability. But if you look at really young chefs, what I would say is integrity is prime wherever we go. Because trust factor, I mean, the clients and the customers depend on us and as chefs, and they trust us. So that trust can't be breached at any time. Even as a parent-child relationship, even a school, as a citizen, as an employee, integrity is important. So I would say for a chef, integrity, discipline, and the hunger to learn more. I believe that passion can never go out of fashion.
Great,
And adaptability to change is a sign of dynamism. That's my own thinking, and I've taught my students that if you're passionate about something, you own it, and nobody else need to tell you. Integrity is what you do when no one is looking, but you're answerable to an almighty God. That is that, each one's perspective. But you do something, you do it with credibility, you do it with honesty. Nothing like a wholehearted approach. The reverse of it will be a heart with a hole. So would one do it wholehearted? So there is no substitute for that. Truth.
Sir, what has been your experience with World of Hospitality, specifically Incredible Chef Challenge, and share your views about the exhibition and your experience at it?
Okay, I mean, there are other chefs also part of the thing. We are a part of the IFCA board and other thing. But I will say my viewpoint of that, it's nice. World of Hospitality, even though we had Chef Vikas demonstrating the food and other things. So it's something, he was showing a Mexican tamale. He's an expert at that one. So we nurture other chefs, and even Chef Damodar received
Yes,
a Padma
Padma
Shri
Shri
award,
award,
and
yeah.
it's fantastic. It's
Incredible
really, he's a
achievement for
PhD in that one. It's one of the
proud
Chef
moment.
Sandeep Kapoor also Sanjeev Kapoor has also got there are this one, but Chef Imtiaz also, whom I have travelled with, but he's also got Chef Manjeet Singh Gill is a worthy
Yes,
candidate. Also, I would
absolutely.
recommend, and because he has been my boss and he's
Veteran,
the
yes. I've
president of
met him in one
IFCA,
of the
veteran,
exhibitions.
and he is a strong what enthusiast about Indian food. He says Indian food, that's how it's served. There is no course. You give it in a mixed variety, pure, then millet and other things is originated because he is the master at that one. So there is no substitute for Indian food, and the opportunities are very money. I know. And World of Hospitality, yes, we linked with them and we are able to do a few things because we have there's the SICA Culinary Challenge is for young and aspirant chefs. We use academies, schools, and others. They come in, they try, then we give awards of merit. We recognize everything.
Wonderful.
So it is a beautiful. It's a cradle for people to come. I've also done things with the California Heritage School through GEMS Hospitality, GEMS B School. I've been very many years through them to the California hospitality, hotel management. I've taught subjects like food safety, beverage management, beverage, then food production, bakery management, theory, practicals, and I've grooming and those things we do. That's the passion. Since
Thank you
I've
so
been
much,
over
sir.
4.5 decades in the industry.
It's amazing to hear you, and your entire experience speaks a lot about your entire journey. Thanks a lot for being here with us, and I wish you all the best for the rest of the exhibition and best wishes for the ICF challenge.
ICC.
Thank you, sir.
God
Look
bless
forward.
you.
Thank you, sir.